Good morning, North. I'm Jenna.
And I'm Grace, and today is Tuesday, April 15th. Please rise respectfully for the Pledge of Allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. We hope you enjoyed the final video for the lip dub, and once again we apologize for the skipping video yesterday. That was a technical issue on our end. If you'd like to see it again, free from skipping, be sure to check it out on the North YouTube channel, where you can also find all of these announcements in case you missed one. The link can be found on North's homepage.
Now for some cool, trendy books from Miss Gardner.
Good morning, everyone. Our circus show is back after being out for a couple weeks. There we go. See, she's putting on an act for us. All right, so today I'm going to talk about 3 books real quickly. The first one is called Purple Heart. This one is about 18-year-old Patrick Duffy, or Private Duffy. He wakes up in a hospital in Iraq. He's been in the war, and he has this traumatic brain injury. But they go ahead and they give him the Purple Heart because he's been injured in combat. Eventually, he goes back to combat, but he just keeps having this dream about this little boy that he feels like he shot at some point, but he can't really remember because of his brain injury. So he goes back to combat, but he's really scared of being back in combat. He's afraid of having to pull the trigger. So this is a story about life in the war zone. It's pretty hard-hitting. It's pretty intense. Patricia McCormick is known for writing. She wrote Sold, which is pretty intense. But this one is called Purple Heart by Patricia McCormick. All right, so we put that there. Next one is The Peculiars. This is a fantasy novel. It's about a changeling named Bartholomew. He's half human, half fairy. They're also called peculiars because they're not very common and people are very fearful of them. He's kept locked away by his mother because people want to catch him and they want to kill them because they don't really understand them. So peculiars start showing up missing and they start showing up dead, and his sister disappears. And so he's thrown into this mystery. It's part murder mystery, part gothic fantasy, a little bit of adventure, lots of magic, but it's a lot of adventure throughout the whole story. So if you're interested in that one, there's also a sequel coming. So this one's called The Peculiars. I really like the cover. It has an interesting cover. I don't know if you can see that very well. All right, there we go. And then the last one is Monument 14. This is about a superstorm that comes through, and it causes all this havoc. It causes all these horrible disasters, and this bus full of 14 kids crashes into a superstorm. And they get stuck there because they can't leave. There's these deadly toxins have been released from some kind of a factory. I don't remember what it is exactly, but it causes people to do weird things based on their blood type. And so these 14 kids are stuck in the superstore, and they kind of Lord of the Flies, they have to survive. They have to keep, the creeps out. They have to make sure they have a workable society. They're all different ages. So this is called Monument 14. We also have the next one in it. This is book number 2. It's a trilogy, I believe. This is Monument 14, Sky on Fire. So those are the 3 that we have today. Do come up to the library. We're finishing up our March Madness, our Book Madness. We have 4 books left. We're almost up to the final 4, so we're going to be voting on the champion very soon. Oh, that was very tricky. And it's also National Poetry Month in April, so we have lots of display books out for poetry. Come and get those if you're interested and see what we've got on display. All right, that's it. Thank you, Raven.
Have a great day.
Oh yeah, I'm yawning. You can't do that. A fine list has been posted on the wall outside the main office. If your name is on the list, you have a fine and will not get our yearbook until fine is taken care of. You can take care of your fine with Miss Amacio in the counselor's office.
Are you a slob? Are your clothes from the 1980s? Do you dress like Mr. Weibel? I'm sorry. It might be time to clean out your closet. When you do, bring in your old clothes for the Honor Society ARC clothing drive. Clothes do not have to be in good shape. Just bring them in and help your class win the competition. Clothes can be dropped off in the boxes in each grade hallway.
It's okay. I fixed it. Okay. Book Madness in the library is down to our final 4. The Maze Runner barely beat House of Hades by 3 votes, and the Hunger Games easily trounced Legend 34-15 to reach the final 4. So come and vote. The competition is tough at this point. Every vote counts. The Hunger Games is facing off against Divergent, and the Maze Runner is going head-to-head with Uglies, who will reach the finals. Every vote counts. Don't forget that Jen Willis from Boise Public Library is bringing her traveling book to show in her on Wednesday at lunch. Be there.
And out of Will Sports.
Good morning, North. I'm Will, and here's all your Viking sports news. On Friday, April 11th, the Boise High boys varsity lacrosse team played a great game against Eagle High boys varsity, ultimately being defeated Eagle 5, Boise 2. Boise High stats: Stockton 1 goal and Tucker 1 goal, and goalie Trevor 14 saves. The Boise JV boys lacrosse team plays Tuesday, April 15th at 6 o'clock p.m. against Rocky Mountain JV boys lacrosse at Heritage Middle School, and the boys varsity lacrosse team plays Wednesday, April 16th at 6:30 p.m. against Rocky Mountain boys varsity at Rocky Mountain High School. Come out and cheer on the Braves. And now to Braden with weather.
Morning, Vikings. Today is partially cloudy and breezy with a high of 60. Tomorrow will be cloudy with a high of 59 and a low of 39. Thursday will be sunny with a high of 65 and a low of 38. That's all for today. Now back to Jenna and Grace.
Lunch choices today in the specialty line are super nachos, soft tacos, and refried beans, and grilled chicken Caesar wrap, crispy chicken sandwich, mini corn dogs, and baked beans.
Baked wedges.
It says beans.
I meant to write wedges. No birthdays today, North.
We could have
That's all your announcements. And enjoy your Tuesday.
We could have had it